If you're a small law firm that is swamped with intake client emails, routine templates, and endless hours of manual administration work, you've probably had that moment when somebody said, we should try AI, and then maybe you did. You looked into AI tools, maybe you even thought, should we hire somebody to build something custom? But there's a hard truth about this. Hi, my name is Rok, and for the past few years, I've been helping everybody from enterprises to small businesses, designing AI roadmaps and building AI projects. In this video, I'm gonna show you why hiring AI or machine learning engineers is not a good fit for small legal teams, the reason why most AI projects fail before they even start, and what to do instead if you want to actually save time with legal AI. So now let's set the hype aside and talk about what actually works. AI and machine learning engineers solve the wrong problem for small legal firms. They are the kinds of professionals that build and train AI models. But 99% of the use cases that I've seen in production, and we're talking about the large scale, even in enterprises, 99% of those problems can be solved with pre-built LLMs without even fine-tuning them. So since these are the types of problems that those engineers are solving, they're asking questions such as, what kind of model should we train? How big of a data set can we use? And how do we push the limits of generative AI? Your problem is not a research paper. It's something like we've spent 6 hours a week rewriting client intake forms into our own internal document storage. And the real question here isn't, can I build a transformer-based pipeline? But it should be, can we automate this process with the least disruption and highest ROI? Machine learning and AI engineers design for model performance, but small legal firms need systems designed for business performance. Faster intake, fewer errors, and smoother file handling across their legacy tools. And so AI alone is not the solution, but AI applied to a business problem is. And so for the problem number 2, we have the abandonment cycle. So AI that's misaligned with a workflow equals to AI that gets abandoned. Here's something I see way too often. Small firms that buy or build some smart tool with cutting-edge technology, such as a contract analyzer that is 98% accurate, a chatbot that can answer their FAQs, but then 3 weeks later the tool is not used and gets abandoned. Why? Because it wasn't really plug and play for how your team actually works. It didn't integrate cleanly with your document system, it changed too much and too fast, or it needed way too much input from the legal team, which was already stretched thin. That's not a model problem, and that's not an AI problem. That's a workflow problem that's disguised as a technical limitation. The solution, starting with the problem and not the tech. Ask questions such as, where are we losing the most time right now? And can AI or any automation step in without requiring too many changes of how we're actually doing things? So that's how you win with legal AI, designing around and within the workflows and not around the tech stack. So what you should do instead is find the bottleneck first and then simplify. I'll share a quick anonymous client example. It was a small law firm and they were buried in manual intake. Each case would require a paralegal to copy from multiple PDFs into their predefined templates, hours a day spent on just manually rewriting the information. So in this case, you don't need to hire an AI or a machine learning engineer. You don't need to work on AI. What has already been built and offered to the world is good enough. You just have to use it properly, because complexity is not our friend in these cases. You need to first map the process, build a thin, simple layer of an AI automation that works with the current workflows and tools. So what we did here was we built a lightweight automation that does all the manual steps automatically within seconds. We didn't build any new login pages. They didn't have to learn any new platform for that. We didn't add on top of their daily tools. We weren't training AI, and because we didn't build a complex system, they didn't have to hire somebody to maintain it. Because that's the thing, those AI systems, they're not like you buy them and they're built forever. They're gonna have to be maintained. They're very complex. So better to have something simple than to have something complex that comes with additional person that is gonna have to maintain this in the future. The results you can get with this, tasks that take 3 to 6 hours to complete in a week, can be done in a matter of seconds. You can save 40 plus hours a month easily across the team without anyone needing to be tech savvy. We came to the part where we're going to talk about the mechanic analogy. We're going to talk about the mindset shift that you're going to have to do is you should not think of what can AI do. You should ask yourself, what is costing us time? And then layer the simplest possible solution, either using AI or traditional software, to get it solved and to remove the friction. That could mean using what you already have better, integrating some smarter functionality, and yes, occasionally building something custom, but only when you're sure that your business use case is bulletproof. Look, you don't need to hire an AI or machine learning engineer to start with. You just need to stop solving the wrong problem. Now, most law firms think they need better technology. But as an AI engineer, I can tell you that what they need is better workflow design. The answer is not hiring a Formula One mechanic to unjam the office printer. It's finding the right tool for the actual process. Don't start with looking for AI talent. Start with your bottlenecks. So ask yourself, where are we bleeding hours every week? What repetitive tasks can we do without any legal expertise? Which processes break down because they're too complex, manual, and therefore error prone? So this is where your entry point is, and not posting a job for hiring AI engineer. And if you want help identifying those bottlenecks, so not the theory and the hype, but the real friction within your workflows today, book a free AI workflow audit with me, clicking the link in the description below. I'll show you where AI and automation can bring you real return of investment without hiring anyone and without changing how you already work. No fluff or guesswork. If this saved you from making an expensive hiring mistake, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world AI that actually works. That's built for busy firms and not for tech demos. And drop a comment if you've been thinking about hiring some AI talent. I'll see you in the next one.